Austin, Texas, if you're just now tuning in, my name is Selah V. This is the East by SouthEast SpokenWord Showcase, and I am here with Juan Manuel Perez. So it looks like you had a long drive to be here.
Yeah, about 3 hours worth.
Okay, where are you from?
La Pryor, Texas.
So how did you hear about us?
I found out about you guys through Facebook, through Carla.
Really?
Awesome. Yes.
Well, glad to have you here.
Oh, thank you.
Now, so tell me what kind of poetry it is that you do.
Mainly do some Chicano type of poetry. I also do speculative, like horror, science fiction, things like that. And I'm all over the place, basically.
Really?
So, yes.
So you've been doing this since you were about...
Probably about junior high, but officially about 6 years ago, I started getting serious about what I was doing. So, yeah.
Do you feel like when you write, what do you feel? What provokes you to pick up the pen and...
Sometimes just a thought, it just comes to you. It could be 2 o'clock in the morning, and you just write it down and you just elaborate on that. But they're mainly just pieces just pieces of information, and you just start working with that. Sometimes it turns out, and sometimes it don't. I have stuff sitting in the journal about 4 or 5 years still, nothing done with it. So.
Well, this is my first time hearing him, so I'm looking forward to hearing his pieces. Now, if there's anyone out there who wants to hear more of your work, how would they be able to do so?
They can go online at www.juanmanuelperez.com, and you can find out more about me, my books that I've already produced, or published rather, and even some of the YouTube videos are on there too, so about some of the poems that I've done in different areas like San Angelo, San Antonio, even down in the valley, things like that.
Okay. What are the name of some of the pieces that you're going to make today?
One is I See Brown People, which has been anthologized a whole lot. We got several of them in there. What Can Brown Do For You? It's also a poem. Am I Too Macho to Wash Clothes? El Primo, which I just recently wrote for one of my cousins. And
Wait, I like that one. Am I too macho to wash
yeah,
clothes?
you like that.
I think I will.
Anyways.
That's good. Well, I'm looking forward to hear it.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I'm ready.
Austin, Texas, Juan Manuel Perez.
I see brown people. When I sit to eat a salad, the onions, the tomatoes, the lettuce, I see brown people. When I touch the walls of a new home, the floors, the cabinets, the plumbing, I see brown people. When I stop to rest the night at a hotel, the bed, the carpet, the toilet, I see brown people. When I see rich people, their cars, their homes, their children, I see brown people in long unemployment lines, long commodity lines, long prison roll calls, long funeral processions. I see brown people everywhere. Yet, where are they? In history books, in schools, in the world. What can brown do for you? I was thinking that perhaps it could get you drunk, thrown in jail, out of bars, mistaken for another, accused of stealing, or at least eyeballing something to take, treated like a foreigner, even though you were born right here in America. Then I thought that maybe it could remind people of your mighty ancestry, the greatness of the Aztecs, the Mayas, the Toltecs, the grand totality of Central America, the contributions to math and science, to architecture and religion, to poetry and mythology. Then I further contemplated that brown is sexy, exotic. In case you didn't notice, a natural aphrodisiac works well on the fair skins. It could ultimately get you laid more times than you can count to 100 in Spanish. Yeah, baby, that's what brown can do for you. Am I too macho to wash the clothes? Allá en el rancho grande, allá donde vivía, había una rancherita que alegre me decía, que alegre me decía. I watched a detergent bottle dance on top of the washing machine, doing clothes al aire libre like my jefa did back then. My vieja's inside studying for colegio. I'm bearing the cold, reading Why Am I So Brown? I'm wondering, they say, why a warrior like me is watching the washing machine dance like Celia Cruz. I must be confused, though I guess I'm doing my part to help my familia rise from this makeshift trailer park. Oh, well, I've got to go and put Trino's book away. The polka has changed to a cumbia. I guess the first load is done. El primo. Para mi primo José Arivizo. Se murió el primo, un vato loco. But he was all right. Saw him the other day headed down South Essex Street on his gray and silver motorcycle with an old stereo strapped to the handlebars, listening to some lost rancherita, if you can call that crazy. Yeah, se murió el primo. He's cheated death a million times, and La Muerte finally got the upper hand because of his bad heart, even though I didn't see anything wrong with a heart in the right place. But he'd be the first to tell you that when it's your time to go, it's your time to go, vato. Simón, se murió el primo. Saw him a few years back, headed down South Luna Street, where my parents used to live when my dad was alive and my mom was still okay in the head. They used to start stories with, ¿te recuerdas de esto? ¿O te recuerdas del otro? Simón, I remember. Sí, se murió el primo. Saw him a few months ago pumping gas at Roberts as he yelled out, "Hey, white girl!" to my wife like he always did, disregarding all the prejudice that would stop the world from spinning, all the racial tension of those that didn't understand that these words were some deep terms of endearment, of relationship, of belonging to this place, making my girl know what it was like to belong to my Mexican family. Yeah, se murió el primo. But I'm not going to worry, man, because I'm going to see him again. Even though his heart broke down, he never gave up on himself, and that was a good thing, because mi primo had un corazón grande, and God smiles on that. Simón, se murió el primo, un vato poco loco, but he's going to be all right. Loaded. Woman, you are my loaded gun, my nice, shiny, beautiful peacemaker, my cold, metallic, deadly deal breaker. Woman, you can literally blow me or my mind away, all in one shot, one strike, one kill. Deadly, deadly. Woman, you are deadly to my heart, my soul, my life, my very essence of humanity. Woman, you are my loaded gun to love and respect, to take good care of. Deadly, deadly. Woman, you are my loaded gun that if it goes off will surely kill me one way or the other. Woman, you are my loaded gun that is just as good for killing as it is for fun. Deadly, deadly. Open letter to man. Yes, you, man, about her land, not your land. Mutations, abominations is what nature returns to man when you refuse to clearly see what you are doing to her land. Her land, not your land. So why is it such a mystery when she comes to collect from you, spreading bacteria, viruses, cancers, taking back what you withdrew from her land, not your land? Her life as it once was before you wasted this precious love, that beauty that she once was, those red roses and white doves on her land, not your land. Mother Nature turned death incarnate. What other choice did you leave her? For she is a most constant force, and this is your end, that's for sure. For this is her land, not your land. Her land, not yours, man. The cat from the other side of the tracks. Do you know that cat? That cat from the other side of the tracks where all the vatos are all down in all kinds of shades of brown, where poverty is spread a good mile wide like smooth tortillas all around? So you know that cat. Can't put any clearer than that. Handcuff and take it downtown. Chicano the verb, not the noun, because colors speak louder than words, where lineups make minorities frown. Hell, everyone knows that cat. That cat from the west side of the tracks, where the madrecitas are all trying to make you fat with menudo and tamales and that. That cat works every low-paying job around town. Can't really miss him unless you're whacked. That semi-elusive cat, that cat from the other side of the track, where speaking Mexican is a real fact, and the good life is all that's at, and the sun shines, yes, it shines on all those cats from the other side of the tracks. Pumpkins despair. Pumpkins grin in their despair of Hallows Eve upon the air, smell of candle fire within their eye, hopelessly watching costumes go by. Candy corn dreams of legs and arms since birth upon their former farms, so they could shift from present state to knock on doors and replicate. Yet all they can is sit and wait, patiently forward with plenty faith, for an October night turned upside down, for despair to break, silence to sound. I am Juan in the fields. I am Juan. I have been born to privilege, work in many migrant fields with my poorly educated parents who allowed me to complete mine. I am Juan. My belly is full of beans and tortillas, fresh early in the summer morning in the sea of undocumented brown people. I am Juan. My ears are rich with the sounds of grunts and groans of the onion cutting scissors bleeding sweet its sour juices. I am Juan. My bodily constantly cool with my precious Mexican sweat, taking a break to talk to the onions, telling them to make a great feast of themselves. I am Juan. I am Juan of the free. I am Juan of the educated. I am Juan of the privileged. I am Juan in the onion fields. Saint Batman. Inspired by the work of David Perry and Valentine Popoff. Judge, jury, and executioner. Dark vigilante disposed in human rights. The new American Jesus Christ. Against injustice, he leads a fight. Too many questions for unwanted answers. Bear the creature of our common plight. Defeating our fears with guns and fists. Beautiful, yet corrupt, all in one sight. The controversial cure that everyone needs, yet no one dares to claim. The dawn of Saint Batman through the darkness of the same. Hate him because he wants to save you. Love him because you know he will.